than 75 years after the day that will live in infamy, a sailor killed at Pearl Harbor is being permanently laid to rest in Minnesota.
His remains arrived this evening ahead of a memorial service on Friday. Fox 9's Maury Glover was there and joins us live from the airport. Maury, that must have been a really powerful and poignant scene.
Yeah, these are usually pretty emotional events, and this one was no different. The family of a deceased sailor from Indiana welcomed him home to Minnesota.
It's quite amazing. It's quite amazing.
On the tarmac at Twin Cities International Airport, an emotional homecoming nearly 80 years in the making.
We waited for so long for this to happen and really didn't think it ever would.
Joan Fritz's uncle, Edward Sheldon, was just 17 and had only finished a year of high school when he enlisted in the Navy, where he eventually became a fire controlman, responsible for the mathematical calculations to fire guns on his battleship.
Ships were hit by torpedoes.
He was one of 429 sailors who were killed on the USS Oklahoma during the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, but his remains weren't identified until last year.
I was too little to really understand what was going on. It was very devastating for my mother. I mean, that was all she had. And so it was very devastating.
Look at all the people and the terminal.
Now, 78 years after he died, military honors as a plane carrying his flag-draped coffin lands in Minnesota.
Kind of overwhelming, huh?
It is. It really is.
Where his closest remaining family members now live and where he will finally be laid to rest.
I just said, this is all for you, Mother. She's so happy that you're back home and you're with family now. And it's very important. Yeah, she'd be thrilled. She would be thrilled.
A fitting tribute to a man they never knew, but who will be in their hearts forever.
He's finally home.
Now, Sheldon will be buried at Fort Snelling tomorrow. In all, 9 sailors from the Oklahoma have recently returned here to Minnesota, but Sheldon will most likely be the last. At Twin Cities International Airport, Maury Glover, Fox 9 News.